I feel so extremely cringe right now. First, because I am outside of my apartment filming this video, and I think all my neighbors could see me from their windows. And then two, because this is the first time that I'm gonna make a faith-based video, and I've been wanting for so long to make this video, and I keep feeling so weird and awkward, but I feel like it just needs to be talked about more. And the reason I say that is because other people's faith content is what's truly saved my life. And I always feel like I'm not entitled, or I'm not allowed to talk about these things because I'm not so far in my journey with having a relationship with God and like with Jesus. I've been a believer my whole life, but one thing is believing God exists out there. The other one is like going to God whenever you're going through a rough situation, which is what I've done in my later years. Whenever I was going through something, I'd be like, God, please help me. And the crazy thing is, He has shown up for me. Even though I don't check with Him throughout the rest of the time, I thank Him, yeah, like, thank you for whatever, my coffee. But I didn't have a relationship with Him. And since last year, 2024, I've been forced to find this relationship with Him and just dedicate my time to actually reading the Bible. How I came to read the Bible was actually, I was at a very like low point in life. Oh, hello. How are you? Good. Okay, originally I wanted this video to be a no cuts video, but I'm just gonna cut that part because my neighbor came behind me, and we're not gonna put other people on the video. But anyways, where was I at? The 2024, I was just like, I've been in darker places in my life rather than last year, but last year was just low, like very low, very sad. That, and I remember scrolling a lot on TikTok, just like scrolling, like doom scrolling for endless amount of time. And I saw this video. There was a series of like books, creative books called ACOTAR. If you haven't read it, read it. It's so good. It's like romance fantasy book. Anyways, this super viral video of this girl came up in my For You page and was like, these books, pointing at the ACOTAR, like $24 or whatever, and they're so good. And then she's like, but if there's a book that is going to change your life, it's this one. And then she points to the Bible. And I'm like, maybe because I saw that video, I got the same of other videos on my For You page, and people were just talking about how reading the Bible changed their lives. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I grew up Catholic, like in a Catholic school. You know, my family was very close to God, but we never read the Bible. Like, I never read the Bible. When I was a kid, they would tell me the stories about the Bible, but never like in such deep ways where I'm experiencing them now. Like, I literally feel like I have a close relationship to God. And I remember I started with a podcast that was like 5 minutes a day reading the Bible, and it was just like interesting. The Old Testament had a lot of pain, in my opinion, at least. And it was like kind of hard, but it was interesting. Like, I was interested. And then the New Testament, when the New Testament started coming along, I'm like, wait, I need to go deeper in this, because this is so like yes, I'm sure many people know that Jesus came to save us, but do people actually understand what that means? I used to suffer. I used to be so anxious, panic attacks, always tormented in my head. Never, like, I would literally wake up every single morning and directly search somewhere in my brain where I could find anxiety. Like, any reason to be anxious for work, family, the most random things, like a dress for a party, and like extreme anxiety. Until I didn't find that anxiety in my brain, it's like I wasn't able to wake up, and like my whole day ran with anxiety. And now there's this piece where it's like, what? Are people aware? There's so much talk about mental health nowadays, and do people know that if they just have a relationship with God and with Jesus, their anxiety is just gonna go away? Like, He's going to heal them. Literally, are people aware of that? I don't know. It's just crazy to me. And I'm in this journey of discovering all these things, and where I wanted to get to is the fact that a lot of the times when we're in a waiting season, we want to take things into our own hands. Like, especially people with the same personality as me, which are like people that just like go. Like, they can't sit still, you know? Like, oh, the situation is bad. I'm gonna do anything to change it. And I used to take so much pride in that, because I'd be like, oh yeah, I can trust in myself that like I'm gonna get out of the situation if I need to. And while yes, those things are all good, but I think when things aren't moving easily, sometimes we're just meant to wait for God. This is what I think now. The point of this video is for anyone who is also newly, having a relationship with God, or just at any point in their relationship can see this video, and if you have more experience in this, you can correct me or guide me or help me, or we can help each other. I don't know, creating a community where we all talk about it. But sometimes we have to wait for God. And a lot of these times, I was looking back at like my last 10 years, I'm 31 now, at my last 10 years, and I've forced so many situations where I wonder, what if I had just sat still and waited for him instead of making the change myself, and then ended up not happy, you know? Something to think about. What to do in the waiting. How do you know when it's time to wait and when it's time to move forward? How do you know when you're sitting in a comfort zone and when you're actually needing to wait for God? If you know any of the answers to this, let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.